are there, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about my favorite multi-tool and whether this should be yours as well. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure that little bell icon right next to that checked off. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of these awesome cycling content we got on this channel. So right on to the video, but before we even get into the video, a couple of you commented on, it looks cold where I am. So I'm in Reno, Nevada. Right now, today I'm filming. It's probably about mid-30s, so it's not super bad right now. There are some times when I film where it's in the teens, so sometimes it gets a little chilly. I'm in a garage. If you've not watched some of my videos, this garage is not insulated, so there's no insulation in this garage. So yeah, it can get a little chilly in the garage. However, don't be concerned. Right behind the camera, I actually got a heater going, so I'm actually pretty warm. It's just the air in the garage that's cold itself. So don't worry about it. I got myself. I'm nice and toasty in here, so we are good to go and good to keep on filming and not be worried that it's way too freezing cold out here. So right on to talking about the multi-tools. This is the Lezyne RAP20. So if you know a little bit about me and watched some of my previous videos, I enjoy Lezyne's products. They have amazing products, beautiful quality, and they work and function great. I have never had a problem with them, and the one time I have, they sent me out a whole new pump. They didn't send me just a part, they sent me a whole new pump out to fix the one problem that they had. So I have been super impressed by them as a company. So going with that, I've had, of course, the Lezyne RAP20 for probably close to 10 years. I've had this thing for a long time. Now, what makes this multi-tool better than all the others? So let's go back a little bit. So I have had multiple multi-tools through my life as a cyclist, and some have been good, some have been basic, and of course as bikes have evolved, I needed more and more tools while I'm out riding out there. Now as a person like me, I want to be a person who's prepared for pretty much anything that happens to me on the trails. So with saying I've had this for 10 years now, you have to realize that now versus 10 years ago, there's a couple things that have become more common that this multi-tool doesn't have. One of those being tubeless tires. Obviously this does not have any tubeless tire tools because 10 years ago tubeless tires really weren't much of a thing. So that's one thing this doesn't have. So it has everything else that you would need besides for a tubeless tire repair kit on here. So this thing has pretty much everything you need. So what makes this one really nice? So as a guy who runs a lot of this brand stuff on my bikes, this fits perfectly with other things. For instance, my saddlebag on the Superfly has a spot specifically designed for this multi-tool. This fits right in there, perfect, keeps it out of the way. Don't have to worry about it, doesn't get in the way of any of my spare tube or anything, doesn't potentially puncture it. It's great, awesome, works great. Along with that, of course, Lezyne doesn't just give you the multi-tool. Nah, this is too ugly. They give you a nice little protective sleeve to put the multi-tool in to make it look nice and shiny, keep everything looking good. Obviously, my tool has seen better days. You know, it's obviously on the back of my bike all the time. Gets muddy, gets wet, gets set in the weather. It's gonna get muddy, it's gonna get potentially rusted, and obviously as you use it, it's gonna get chipped up, and it's gonna start to rust a little bit and not look as beautiful and shiny as it used to. But that doesn't mean this tool doesn't work like you want it to. So let's get into what does this tool have on it versus some of the other ones. So like I said, this pretty much has everything you would need in order to fix your bike and get you back out riding. So of course, right down here you got a chain tool, which is going to be just your standard chain tool. I've used this multiple times out on the trail to remove chain links, to pretty much make a bike into a single speed when you break a derailleur. I've used this thing multiple times and it works great. Along with that, of course, you got your little spoke wrenches built into the back of that chain tool, so you can use it to adjust your spokes. It's also got one on the front too right here, so for you a weird size, got right there, a little cool kind of universal spoke wrench. Of course you got those. Then coming in here, you got your selection of Allen keys. So everything from a 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1. And then they even include a 10mm wrench. So you got a 10mm wrench if you have some old school stuff. And a tire lever on there as well. So you got a way to take off your tire if you don't have a tire lever. Or if you need a little bit extra in addition to the one you carry with you all the time. That's gonna be that side. Then we move over to the other side, and of course we got one more Allen key. We got a 6mm Allen key. Then we have a T30, a T25, flathead, Phillips head, and then on this little guy right here, we got 8mm wrench. Again, for one of those old school bikes, we got a little bit of a actual bolt head on there. You got that, you got a disc brake wedge in there to push apart your brake pads if you accidentally slam on the brakes while your wheel's not in there. That'll help you get those brake pads back out to where they need to be, back out and spread. And then of course you got a little hook on the end there too, just in case you need that. But like I said, this multi-tool has pretty much everything you would need in order to get back out riding. So that's why I like this multi-tool. It's probably continue to ride with it while it will continue to be a staple in my packs. Now, are there multi-tools that have more stuff on them than this? Yes, there definitely are. The reason I enjoyed this multi-tool though is it includes all the basics for mountain biking, for road cycling, for riding my older bikes that don't have Allen keys and that use a wrench. This has pretty much everything I need for any of my bikes. That's why I like this one. A lot of the multi-tools you find now are going to be very specific to the style of riding you're doing, whether it's mountain biking, road biking, or gravel riding, whatever that may be. It's going to be more specific to that, and they're not going to include the older bikes. And obviously, I have older bikes, and older bikes use different stuff than newer bikes. So you need something that has that full range of everything you need. So, if you guys are interested in checking out this multi-tool for yourselves, I'm going to have a link in the description down below. Check it out and check out other products from Lezyne. They have amazing products, beautifully crafted products that will not let you down. Again, I am not sponsored by them at all. I've just been using their products for forever and I love their stuff and will continue to use it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comments section below. Love chatting with you guys. I love answering any questions you guys have. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.